So today I am bringing you a vegan 7-Eleven haul because the Dollar Tree one was actually super successful and so many of you like it, and I think it's just because it's so accessible and everybody has a Dollar Tree and possibly everybody has a 7-Eleven. Though I have to admit that I think most of you guys know the 7-Elevens in the States are so different from the ones in like Japan or from the ones in Asia where they literally have everything. Like I literally think that you could go to a 7-Eleven, pick a different meal, like breakfast, lunch, and dinner every day in the week and then not get bored and, you know, still like really love the food. And there's just so much like you can do that. Like you can fax, you can receive your packages. I remember like you can call for taxis there. Just like the food, there's so much more food, like ready to eat food, and they'll like heat it up for you and everything's just like amazing. Anyways, there's a couple of 7-Elevens near me and I thought that it would just be really fun to see like what kinds of vegan stuff can I get at 7-Eleven. So I have a couple for you guys now, and I tried to kind of get a wide array of things and just things that you guys wouldn't normally think of. And the first cool thing is, I mean, I'm not sure how I can gauge this, but like when I walked in to the cold beverages aisle, they actually sold soy milk, like big gallons of soy milk, and the price was actually pretty good. So that's when I thought, hey, like maybe they have other things as well. So let's go with snacks first because I have most of those. So the first thing that actually caught my eye, I have like this thing going, it's gonna slowly fall down. So the first thing that caught my eye was actually these plantain chips. They were, you know, basically in the chips and candy aisle. What I thought was cool was like, not only did they have plantain chips, which I feel like maybe a lot of like gas station convenience stores might have, but they had these in different flavors. And this one's the garlic plantain, but I remember that there was like lime and salt and just like a bunch of different flavors. So there was a good selection there, and I was, you know, quite happy with this. I think that this was like $1.29, so, you know, kind of an okay price for a convenience store, which I also think 7-Elevens might be, you know, just a little bit more expensive. So I was really happy with this. And then next to those, they actually have a really wide selection of like healthy snacks. I was very surprised. They have their natural like 7 Select brand, but they also have a bunch of these other ones. So this one is half pops, which you guys might have heard of, but basically they're like half popped popcorns that are, I mean, if you happen to like the popcorns that haven't like fully puffed up yet and you like kind of that crunchy flavor, then you guys should definitely try half pops. There were like roasted beans and chickpeas as well, so I was just like mightily impressed. And to check this flavor out, it's Brooklyn dill pickle. So it's not only kind of like super healthy, but I kind of found that there were like some gourmet stuff or like feeling like gourmet stuff at 7-Eleven. So I was really happy with that. Next, so obviously they are known to have, you know, like a lot of candy bars and whatnot, but 7-Eleven also sells a really good selection of your like protein bars or like your health bars as well. So this is Mediterra, and I actually met the owner for this company several years back, and what they do is they make kind of savory health bars. Whereas most health bars are like chocolate flavor or like maple apple, this is actually black olives and walnut. And I'm sure maybe a lot of you guys have seen it, but there's also like tomato, basil, and just like a whole bunch of other like savory flavors. And I think that the idea behind that is to not really use these bars as necessarily like snacks, but they can totally fill you up as well because they have that savory flavor. So I was just really surprised with this because just a couple of years ago, this guy was really running kind of the health organic circuits and trying to get himself into, you know, like Whole Foods and all of these other health food stores. And then now, you know, they're actually in 7-Eleven, which I guess, you know, definitely means that you've made it. So this, guys, I'm so sorry, I already started eating some of it. This one is called the Complete Cookie, and I have really only seen this in like some of the co-op, but like more health food type stores. I haven't really seen them in like normal grocery stores as of yet, but basically this is the oatmeal raisin version, and there's like 2 guys. It's Lenny and Larry's, and I'm sure that they're just the owners of it. But long story short is that this guy is super high in protein, super high in fiber, and then there's like nothing. There's no soy, dairy, eggs. It's vegan, it's kosher, freshly baked, no high fructose corn syrup. So there's just a lot of stuff in here You know, that being said, it's not totally a health food. I mean, it's still a cookie, but I have to say that this one was actually pretty good. I remember I had tried the peanut butter version. I think they also have peanut butter and chocolate chip a little whiles back, and for me, that was a tad sweet. This one was actually pretty good, and to be honest, I do think that the fiber helped a lot with feeling kind of full, because usually like after I have a cookie, I basically just want another cookie. And for this one, after I finished eating one, I was pretty much like all set, and it was, you know, it was good. It wasn't like it was a bad to eat cookie. So there's this, and I'll definitely put links if I can find them down below, just in case if you guys are searching for it and it doesn't happen to be in your local 7-Eleven convenience store and whatnot. Okay, so let's see, what else? I'm gonna save this guy for last because that was a big surprise for me. So when I went to the section where you could, basically it was like the microwave section where you can take, it's usually ramen, and they will have water there for you over at like the coffee section, and basically you can make your meal inside the 7-Eleven, which is really as close to, I feel, kind of Asia-y as it gets, in that you can actually, you know, do all of these things. I mean, of course they have the hot case with like the hot dogs and the french fries and whatnot. Most of them weren't vegan, but I did take some footage of that, and they always look super delicious. Like they have like churros, and they have like little fajitas that they fill in with cheese and spices and whatnot. So all of those looked really good, but there wasn't really a lot of selection there, especially selection for vegetarians or vegans. So anyways, I was kind of going up and down the aisles, and I'm sure that, you know, the convenience store attendant was like, you know, why is this girl spending just so long at a 7-Eleven? So I was going up and down, and then I saw all of the ramen, and I happened to just want to pick this one up and to see it, maybe because it was udon and I was kind of craving it. But if you guys can see up on the side, it's actually chicken flavor, and I just, in the back of my mind, thought like maybe it's artificial chicken flavor. Maybe there's like nothing in it. And you know, to my joy, to my surprise also, is that there's no actual chicken in here. There is some monosodium glutamate, but there is no chicken in here. Seaweed, there's actually a lot of like good flavor enhancing ingredients that are not necessarily artificial in this one. So I'm definitely interested in trying this one. But you know, that is something where, like, as opposed to this, which I think are mostly all snacks, maybe if you guys can find this, or like definitely like look through the ramen aisle, like maybe you will also find something that you can, you know, eat an actual like meal instead of just like snack meals. So there's that. So next, this one was in the cold case with, you know, all of the sandwiches and the fajita wraps and whatnot, and it's Sabra Hummus, which I don't know what I was thinking about 7-Eleven, because I haven't really been in one very often, or like I wouldn't be buying food inside a 7-Eleven. So I was really surprised that they had Sabra Hummus with this rolled gold pretzel. So it's really nice because, again, unlike kind of all of these snacks, this is kind of like a more substantial snack. Definitely good to know that, you know, 7-Eleven does carry hummus and all of these like different snacks that can kind of fulfill you, but they're not all bad for you. I think that this was $2.99 or maybe like $3.99. It was definitely a little bit pricey. Like these two were a little bit pricey, and the other ones, I think the Mediterra bar was also a little bit pricey as well, but I think it's because it's like very health foody and very like gourmet-esque as well. So so there is that. So last one, and I saved the best for last, not necessarily because best is synonymous with the most healthy, but this is chocolate snack pies. So when I went there, they were actually having a sale, and it was 2 of these snack pies for $1.79, and I was like, for sure, there's no way that I can eat it. I mean, first it's chocolate, and then second, I thought that there might be some like butter or like some milk or something inside the pastry crusts as well. And they actually had a bunch of different flavors, like lemon and cherry and probably apple as well. So I was just like, very interesting. And then I flip back to the list of ingredients, and I usually kind of just look down to where all of the allergies are, and it just says it contains soy and wheat and not really anything else. There was like no eggs or butter. So this is one of those snacks where I think like it is so artificial that it happens to be vegan just for that reason, just because we're not really using butter and whatnot. But I'm interested to trying this. Maybe I will go and get a couple more, like the apple flavor and the lemon flavor, and then maybe we'll do like a taste test of this, because this is kind of interesting. And you know, if you kind of look at it and disregard the fact that, you know, it's in a box and it's cold and whatnot, this could be a very appetizing little pie. So I can't really wait to try it. I'm sure it'll be super, super sweet, but you know, it's good to try stuff out once in a while. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this 7-Eleven haul. Hopefully it kind of has helped you navigate this like vegan convenience store arena, and yeah, I hope to bring you guys a lot more of these funky hauls. Definitely let me know if you have some suggestions on stores to visit that you would like to see vegan hauls of, and I would be glad to oblige if it exists near me. So anyways, I will see you guys again soon. Bye.